Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, The Berry Jungle. My name is Brittany and I am the face behind The Berry Jungle on YouTube and The Berry Jungle on Instagram as well. I'm really excited. This is my first YouTube video, so I am really excited to share my love of plants with you guys, maybe teach you a few things, or we're just gonna hang out and have fun together. So either way, it's a win-win and a win. So today we are going to be taking a look at what is under all of this mess. When I got this plant, probably about 2.5 years ago, guys, when I got this baby right here, it was just one of these little guys. And to be completely honest, she sits in my bathroom. She just kind of hangs out. And she has grown all of these pups, all these babies. And I am so excited to see what these roots look like. See if I can separate out a couple of these pups, because you can do that with this cute little baby. Yeah, I'm just really excited to get into this, dig in there. I have a beautiful, cute new pot. Got a drainage hole, gotta have those, especially for a succulent kind of plant. It needs very well draining soil. They get root rot very easy. They're very, very picky. They like to be a little bit dry. So well draining pot is a must for these guys. And if you notice, here's the size of this pot, and here's the size of this pot. So we're not going too crazy. We're just going, so we have probably about 1 inch larger area. And that's just to give the roots some more area to grow and thrive, and not give it too much room to grow, because some plants are a little bit particular about having too much room in that pot. So we are gonna give her that perfect size. And then I also brought some cute little teeny tiny pots, because I really am hoping that I get some more babies off of this, because little baby plants make the best surprise gift for friends, for parents, grandparents, you name it. Everybody loves a cute little plantita. So let's get into it, guys. Let's see what's underneath all of this beauty. I'll give you guys a little close up. Look at her. There's so much in there. I let this get a little out of control, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. With these terracotta pots, sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to get the roots out without tearing them. And say like a nice like plastic nursery pot, it's nice because you can kind of squeeze and get the roots out a little bit easier. But it's okay. These ceramic guys are good too. I'm obviously not learning a lesson, because I've went from terracotta to clay. And clay is the exact same way. So does she evolve? No. And that's fine. That's fine. Look how cute she is. Look how cute this pot is. We're going with it. Okay, guys, let's do it. So to do this, for these guys that are in terracotta or clay pots, I just kind of start working with the plant, kind of give it a little bit of gravity, a little bit of pats. You gotta kind of work it sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay. We love a little work. A little work for our plants. So I am just very gently, ooh, and there she goes. Look at that. Okay. So look at what we're dealing with here, guys. It's a pretty standard root ball, you know, nothing too crazy. She is dry as the Sahara though. Dang, maybe I need to bump her up a little bit. No, she's doing fine. She's happy. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just removing the soil from around those roots. We're gonna give this baby some fresh soil, girl, and she's gonna be so happy. So I'm getting rid of that old soil so that these roots are pampered. With plants, it's all about pampering them, making them feel good about themselves. Like, this is the equivalent of your girl going to the hair salon, you know? So that is what we are doing for our girls or boys, whatever you want to name your plants, you know? I go either way, it depends. Okay, here we have some roots. So right now what I'm doing, as you can see, I'm kind of going in and I am separating the pups from the mother plant. Now it looks like a lot of these might be pretty easy to break off like I just did, but I'm doing it extremely delicately and extremely gently because you don't want to force it. Like any good thing in life, you don't want to force it, guys. So if I'm able to get some more off, great. If not, that is fine. Here I got another one, has little baby roots. And what I'm really looking for here also is, do these pups have roots that look like they can support them now? Or am I gonna have to propagate them? And you know, a lot of people have different ways that they propagate these. Some let them dry out and callus and then they root them in like sphagnum moss. I've seen like a bunch of different mediums. I personally, I'm a water prop girl through and through. So, and I have water prop these before just fine and gotten a beautiful plant right out of it. So if I find any that need to continue to kind of grow a root system before they're put into their own little pot, then I'll probably water prop. And I'll show you guys that. If that happens, we'll do a little water prop. If that does not happen, no worries. We're gonna be seeing each other a lot. So we could do water propping in another video. Yay! Okay, so a lot of these are really hanging on. Ooh, I got another one. Look at that guy. Look at those roots. Look how cute. I'm sorry. Look how cute these little pups are. I just lost a little bit, but look how cute they are. I love these. Like I said, these make such a good gift, guys. Like, there's someone in your life that just really brings you some joy. Give them a little baby plant. And you know, sometimes I think that it's even cooler that you took it from a plant that you have and like put all the love and time and care into it than if you just went to a store and bought one. I mean, both are great, but like one of them, like some TLC went into this, you know, some TLC. Okay. I'm about to like break into don't go chasing waterfalls over here, you know, like, yeah. Okay, anyways. So that is all I'm getting off of this one, I can tell. The other ones are just really stuck on there, and they're really, really heavily intermingled with this main root system. So we are going to call it a day with those. We got 3 cute little babies though, and I'm pretty dang happy with that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some repotting, guys. We're gonna do it together. So I actually pre-mixed my soil mixture, as you can see. I have quite a few, I wouldn't say quite a few. I have about 2 to 3 go-to brands for soil mixtures that I can order, and right off the gate, I know they're gonna give my plants all the nutrients they need. It's gonna be a nice mixture. It's gonna have tons of aeration for those roots. I have like 2 to 3 brands that I'm like, right out the gate, I love you, you're fantastic. 2 of those brands are Soul Soils and Rosy Soils. I love both of those brands. Like I said, if you're looking for just like a no stress, straight out the box, those are your 2 go-to places. And I will actually drop links below to those. And I have some 10% offs with, or 10%, 15%. I have some percentages off for both of those. So I will drop that info below for you guys. You're welcome ahead of time. Those soils, we love to see it. But if you're like me and you don't plan ahead and you end up having to do a ton of repots, use up all your great soil, and then you're on your 5th repot of the day, you're out of soil, you have to run to the local, garden center to get soil. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm that person. It's me. The problem is me. I recently ran out mid repotting. I didn't obviously have same day delivery for the amazing soil that I love, because that's just not how life works. So I just went and I grabbed like a standard bag of garden soil. I believe it was Black Gold brand, which is an okay brand. I have no qualms, no problems with it. It's just not like a premium soil brand that I choose to use in my jungle. But in a pinch, it's great. And the thing is I never just do regular soil. I love to make my own soil mixtures. So to that Black Gold soil that has all your standard nutrients and everything, I added some orchid bark and some perlite to that, just to kind of give it a little bit more chunkiness. We love a good chunky soil mixture. So basically, that is what I have here. And you can kind of look at it. It's a little bit chunkier than your standard soil. I am actually also out of my orchid bark that I like to use. I use a really chunky orchid bark, and we love her. But this is like a little bit less of a chunky one, a little bit more thin one that I got on Amazon recently. I'm not mad about it at all whatsoever. This is still a great mixture. But sometimes I do like it a little bit more chunky. You know what I'm saying? So I will also do another video on my ideal chef's kiss soil mixture. So don't you worry, we're gonna get to that. Like, I know you're worried that you're never gonna get the recipe. I got you guys, don't even worry. Anyways, tangent, back on track. Let's get these babies in some new soil. Let's do it. So I basically just take my little scoopy scoop and, ooh, one thing to note, this is a rather big hole, and I know that some of that isn't going to go through that. So what I have started getting into habit to after learning, that's all we're doing, I've started putting these kind of pots in a plastic saucer to not only catch the soil, but to also catch the water that I forget I'm going to use directly after. That's definitely going to leak through and get all over my beautiful potting mat, which we don't want that. We don't want to have to clean this guy, right? We just want to, and done. So now I got that on there, what I am doing is I am just filling up the first 2 inches or so with this soil mixture. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, look at that. So we're just filling up the first 2 inches or so for now. Now these roots don't go down too far. So what I'm actually going to do, and this is really nice, some plants are so self-sufficient. Look at this guy. He's just hanging on the ledges. There's quite a bit more room, so he's not fully dropped down there, but we love to see it. He's just hanging on for dear life. So I'm going to use his support to fill in all around those beautiful roots. And we are going to really go in there, get in there. We're not being stingy with soil over here, guys. We're not doing it. You got to give these babies exactly what they need. And I'm making a mess. Remember how I said I was going to prevent the mess? I'm still the problem. I'm still the problem, guys, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we're gonna keep moving on. So I am getting that in there. You want to make sure that you get this in at all angles. You want to get it all around that plant. You want to give this plant the max amount of soil, nutrients around the roots. Just get it all in there. Do not be stingy. Do not be scared. You're going to make a mess. Life is messy. I'm not trying to be a philosopher with you guys, so we're going to leave it there. But if you're going to be a crazy plant person, you gotta get used to some mess, you know? You gotta get used to it. Okay, so I have, also remember to kind of, not like pack it down super hardcore, but like, just kind of like, push it in just to make sure that you are getting in all of them nooks and all of them crannies. Yes, I did just say that. You're welcome. So here we go. As you can see, we have soil filled in all the right places. And she, you know what? She's gonna give me more pups. I just know. This little blank space right here gonna be filled with babies. And then we'll do this again together. Aren't you excited? So now we are going to plant our little pups. We're gonna pot them. So we are gonna follow the same rules that we set the first time we did this together. We're gonna lay down our little saucers. Look how cute these are. Guys, I got these and like a huge pack of these on Amazon. I actually did a potting class for my company probably about 8-9 months ago. And I got a bunch of pots and I got these because they're super cute and I knew that we could do like markers on them. If people got bored of me talking, they could just doodle the entire time. Yeah, that's how my brain works. But here you are. So what does that say about you? Anyways, so I got all of these. I will link them below because I want to say that I got at least 50 and they were very well priced and they came with these cute little saucers. So not that you need convincing, but if you need some cute nursery pots that look actually like pretty sturdy and very clean looking, I got you, boo-boo. I'm gonna drop that link below. How about that? So we got these. Oh my gosh, speaking of which, here's one that I found that I wrote on because I was bored with myself. I'm kidding. This is my cute little test. Little flowers that says hello. So, hey guys. Okay. So we are gonna do the same thing with these. We're gonna fill about the first 1-2 inches with some nice soil. Just gonna put those in there. Just a note, some people like to pre-moisten their soil, or some people will actually water this first initial soil drop. It's never really been my thing. That's not to say that it's wrong by any means. I could see how it'd be helpful to kind of get like that bottom soil thoroughly moist. Moist, guys. Get that bottom soil moist and make sure that water goes all the way through. But since I do my soil mixture so chunky, I never really have problems with making sure that the soil goes all the way through on that first watering. So I'm not too concerned about it, but there are some people that swear by it. And so if that's your bag, get it, girl. Okay, so same with these. These are gonna help us out. It's really nice because these have like this little pokey stick area. So I'm just kind of poking those in. It's actually working out very well for me. So we're just gonna rest them in there. These are so cute, you guys. Like, I'm obsessed with them. I like can't wait to get these start growing. And I have some friends that deserve some plants. That doesn't mean they're gonna keep them alive. But maybe we'll make cute little care cards, you know? Go into it with really good intentions. Tell them an app they can download. Like, try to support their planting endeavors as much as I can. And I feel like that always makes me feel better about giving a plant away to someone that might potentially murder it. Does anybody else feel that way? Is that wrong of me? I'm just starting a controversy. My first time doing YouTube. That's what we're doing. Okay, so we're just going to continue to put soil around like we talked about before. Make sure all those nooks and crannies are filled up. You might get a little bit of soil on the leaves. That's okay. I usually just try to like brush it away as best as I can. And then what I'll actually do, if I'm not able to get it like brushed away with the first watering, what I'll do is I'll take them over to our sink right here and I'll just spray it with a spray nozzle. It gets dirt everywhere. Sometimes if you're not stealth with it, But I believe in you. You got this. But it gets the job done, and it cleans off those leaves. And you want to make sure that those leaves are clean, because your plant thrives best when its leaves are nice and clean and can get the proper amount of oxygen flow and the proper amount of light. Photosynthesis, baby. That's how we're doing it. So I'm just gonna continue to harmonize, obviously, while I'm doing this with you guys. Sometimes I like to just create my own music. Is that about going by the beauty of your own drum? Is that how that saying goes? I'm making a mess on the floor, guys. I'm gonna have to vacuum. That's okay, it's part of the process. I either do it outside in the 107-degree heat, or I do it inside with you guys right here at my kitchen island on the cutest little plant mat. So that's just kind of what we're doing. I'm grabbing some of this excess that I dropped over here because I don't really like to waste soil. I'm just not about that life. Okay, guys, here we have 3 little pups looking cute as can be. And then we have the mother plant still thriving, living her best life. I know she's gonna grow me some more puppies, guys, and I cannot be more excited. Real quick, I'm gonna grab my watering can. I'm gonna fill it with some fertilizer. I haven't fertilized these babies in quite a while. And so I wanna give them a fresh start on life. So I will be right back and we're gonna talk some fertilizer. Just real quick. It's like real quick, I promise, I promise. Let's go. Okay guys, we're back. Now we are going to water and fertilize, and then we're gonna bring these puppies home. Well, I'm gonna bring these puppies home. I'm gonna leave you guys here. So before we do that and we part ways, let's talk about fertilizer. So this is the favorite brand that I've used so far. So about fertilizer, the first year or so of me being in the plant game back in 2020, 2021, I wasn't super into like chunky soil, fertilizing. It was kind of like they're gonna thrive. They have a lot of natural light. They're gonna be living their best lives here. Well, that is the case. But if you want your plants to really thrive, you gotta get your fertilizer game on track. And so I went through a couple different brands, and there's nothing wrong with any fertilizer brand in particular out there. I don't have any qualms with any. I've never had any that have let me down. But I did try the one that's, it's like Alaskan something. I'm really spacing on the name, but it's the one that basically is notorious for smelling like fish poop. And I loved it, right? Like it does wonders for plants. But the smell during the summertime when it's 107 outside, you're trying to cool down your house and you're struggling to keep your house like below like 75, that fish poop smell, whew, girl, it gets a little intense. So I've been through a couple different brands. A couple have smelled like fish poop. A couple of them just didn't give me the results I was looking for, at least not the results that this does. This is my tried and true. So it used to be called Dynagrow Foliage Pro. This is the most recent batch that I've gotten, and they renamed it to Super Thrive Foliage Pro. But it's still the same formula. It still looks the same. This is awful. I smell it. Yes. It still smells the same. And it still performs the same. Like my plants are thriving right now, especially in my plant cabinet. So I'm happy with it. I eyeball it. Guys, I'm really bad at measuring. It's the same with my soil mixture. Sometimes I eyeball it. I'm like, this is what I know is going to work. So I don't measure, and that's okay. But if you want to measure and you're very detail oriented, you just really want to make sure that you're doing well, and you're worried about over fertilizing, then They have all the ratios on the back for the situation that you're, using it for. They have it for like hydroponic, maintenance, production, foliar spray, like all those different things. So backside has all the information you're looking for. I unfortunately am not that person. I am supposed to keep it to like basically a 1-to-20 ratio, one part of the fertilizer per 20 parts water. And that's essentially like pretty much, from my estimate, what I have here in this large watering can. So I usually just eyeball it and I just do a quick little whoop, and then we're done. So if you want to just go for it, great. If you're worried or it's like your first time fertilizing, I would really recommend reading the instructions. But this is just how I live my life, sue me. Okay, so first we're gonna water the little babies. And these saucers aren't very deep, so I am anticipating a little bit of spillage. But that is kind of just how it be. So I'm getting it all in there. We're making sure that we're thoroughly watering her. Boom. Moving on to the next. And I have always been a top water girl. There are a lot of plant parents that love bottom watering, and honestly, I've just never done it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's so many things in the plant world, but it's like to each their own. I've never been a bottom waterer, but I could see how it's beneficial. So if bottom watering is the way you want to go, fantastic. I love that for you. I support you, boo-boo. But I've just never been that person. I think I'm gonna be a top waterer for life. Or if I feel like my girls need, sometimes guys, need like a really thorough watering, I will shower them. I love a good plant shower. They love a good plant shower. So if you're just looking to be a little extra with your plants, give them a shower, baby, and they will thank you. Okay, guys, here we are. We're done. We've done the damn thing. So all these are so cute. I'm so excited. I have one mother plant that's gonna thrive. Then I have 3 babies that I can either keep, which I'm tempted, or I can give away to friends and family, brighten somebody's day. Maybe there's someone that you're not super close with, but they just need a little pick-me-up. Plants are such a good pick-me-up. Trust me, 10 out of 10 we recommend. Anyways, guys, I really super appreciate you sticking around, listening to me just go on and on. It is so very appreciated. As I kind of start out this channel, I'm really excited. I would love any suggestions you guys have or things that you want to see. I by no means claim that I'm an expert. I have over 120 plants. I have some that thrive, some die, and that's just kind of the way with plants. So I'm in no way claiming that I'm a plant expert, but I love to talk plants. I love to give plant advice, and I would love to be that plant guide for you as well. So if you like this video and you like my personality, maybe just a little bit, feel free to like and subscribe, comment below things you might want to see. And if you're curious about seeing the rest of the jungle and all of the things, I'll probably do a plant tour, but you can catch me on Instagram at theberryjungle. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day, and I will catch you next time.